Welcome to Conversations with Mr. A. This is your host, Anthony Abastilla, school counselor here at Chimacum Junior and Senior High. I'll be interviewing students, staff, community members, outside community members, hoping to provide them a voice to share their perspectives and insights. Welcome to another edition of Conversations with Mr. A. This is your host, Anthony Abastilla. This week, I've got junior student Julia Breitweg here with me. Thank you, Julia, for coming in.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to be here.
So, just want to check with you. How's the school year been for you at this point?
It's been pretty good. I feel like this is my best school year so far, just academically and socially, just making relationships with people and just branching out, being more confident. I've involved myself a lot more in just clubs and just really everything this year because I don't really want to be quiet anymore. I kind of just, want to be myself and see where that takes me.
Can you elaborate a little bit? You mentioned this has been your best school year up to this point. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like my attentiveness has just been at its best. Last year I did all online for my sophomore year, which went well, but I just was missing the social aspect of it, which I definitely needed. Just to be around peers and people I grew up with, and I just missed everyone. So just being back is just changed my mindset a bit on things and just let me branch out and just do things that I definitely wouldn't have done before. So,
how has it changed your mindset?
I'm more willing to do things. I used to be a really shy person, which I'm still kind of quiet now, but I'm not afraid to speak up for things like that I believe in or want to do, or just, giving credit to other people that deserve credit and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like it's just made me a better person, definitely.
Okay. One thing getting to know you that I know you've had some challenges and adversities in your life.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to share a little bit of what you've been through, what you've done?
Yeah. When I was younger, my dad unfortunately passed away, which changed a lot of things in my life. It made my mom a single parent, which a lot of people may not realize the stress that puts on kids because you're still the kid. You don't really expect the kid to think that they should be raising themselves or even just helping their parent because, they're young. And I was 8, so you're, in 3rd grade, and you're just young still. You don't really know life. And trying to navigate that without, just positive male figure in your life is definitely difficult. Everyone needs both parents, whether you have them right now or not. You just need the best they can be, and when something like that happens, I don't expect any parent to be okay. They just lost their ex-husband or husband or whoever it was, and that just, it's a lot. So it definitely put a lot on me and my sister, but as I got older, I just started to process it more and stopped trying to push feelings away because, there's a better time. There's not really any better time to deal with grief or anything. It's always going to be there. It's just, it's better some days and it's worse others, basically. So
What's helped you through?
I've always kind of been kept to myself, so I feel like me and my sister a lot because she dealt with a lot of the same issues I was, but 3 years older. So just seeing that perspective of what my life could be with her, being 3 years older, and then what I could change about it and just learn the benefit of being the younger sibling. Your older sibling kind of does everything first, and you can learn from that. But
do you get along with your sister? Okay.
Yeah, I get along with her good. We had rough patches like any sisters do, but we definitely have the best relationship right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. One thing as I've gotten to know you this year, I've always respected is your work ethic. I've seen you. You have a drive and push you, and I think that's totally awesome. I was just going to ask you, what drives you? What motivates you? When I see you work hard and push hard, what's your driving force?
I like the quote that this too shall pass. With anything good or bad, I feel like just live in the moment, do what you can. Be young is a big thing. A lot of people want to grow up really fast because the advantages you have and just things you could do, but you can never get your youth back. You're always going to get older, And I feel like that's a really big thing to, put into perspective for people is just be your age. Don't try to get a job too fast or work so much when that might be what you think you need at the moment, but you will regret it just because you don't have time for other things. But I feel like what drives me is just what I want. I want a good future, and I just want to be comfortable living financially and all other areas too, but yeah, I feel like just do your best, try to figure out who you are, and put yourself first before anyone else, Even if it's selfish sometimes, you kind of have to be selfish when it comes to yourself. So, yeah.
Putting boundaries.
Yeah.
Taking care of things. You mentioned this has been your best year, and this school year. I was just going to ask for you, what are some of the most positive things, and okay, I'll be real here. What are some of the challenges you faced?
Yeah. The positives I feel like are definitely just the counseling department and the office people, ladies. Love both of them. I mean, Marilee has been here for forever, and Cameron, she's always so welcoming and nice, and I feel like coming into school and that being your first, experience or just interaction, it sets your day off good. And just, I feel like I've heard so many good things about the counseling department and the office ladies from everyone, like not a bad thing at all. And having good support, especially at a small school and where a large percentage of the school is definitely, in poverty and stuff like that, it helps to not feel judged or anything. And I think Jerome, I think he's the guidance counselor or
The SMP, yes,
yeah.
Students with special.
But he definitely is a good advocate for just anyone struggling with something that's not just academics or something like that. Because, I don't know, he listens very well too, and he gives us, the best advice he can, and always good attitude from everyone, which is really nice. It can show that even if you're having a bad day, it's not everyone's fault. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so next year you're going to be a senior.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to accomplish for the upcoming year?
Well, I'm hoping to get good grades next year.
Okay.
And I'm going to college, so I'm taking a few classes that are college requirements for, universities. My schedule is pretty full, so I don't really know yet. I like to take things day by day, but I know I'm going to try my best next year and just do what I can and, not make my life too busy, but still have fun with people and just, make school a priority, though, because it's definitely a priority.
Do you know which colleges you might be thinking of?
I like Western and just like Eastern Washington over there, but Washington definitely.
Okay.
But yeah.
One thing I remember, we had a past conversation about this, is you told me when you were younger, maybe the junior high years, you were a fan of school. You kind of hated school.
Yeah, definitely.
and I was just wondering, what would you tell our younger classmen, 7th, 8th graders, maybe even the 9th graders who may have the attitude of, okay, don't want to come, skipping classes. What advice would you give them? Because from what I've gathered, your mindset has changed a lot from back then to now.
Yeah, definitely. I would say, I know it might be blunt, but you have to go to school whether you like it or not, honestly. So if you just try and start your day with saying, it's going to be a good day, I'm going to do well, I'm going to meet people if you're new or something like that, and just positives. Don't start your day with, I hate today, I don't want to wake up. It really just sets your mindset off, and just, it's not good. But you have to go to school. It does suck sometimes, even now for me, but, when you make friends and when you get into higher grades, it gets a little bit easier, I feel like, mentally, because you just are so used to school and have the experience. Academically, it'll always get harder just because, you're getting older and classes get harder. But it's definitely manageable if you're just trying to stay positive, which is not easy to do. I don't expect someone to just change their mindset overnight. It took me a long time. I just really focused on it, and I know what I wanted. I didn't turn back on it. So just stick to what you want. I feel like that's a big thing.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
So you mentioned Jerome. I was wondering, here at the school or just even in life, any other adults that has helped you a lot or that you've really connected with that's helped you along the way?
I don't have too much family. I've had a lot of like disease and stuff in my family, which is unfortunate, but honestly, no, not too much. I kind of just have my people, and my sister's friends, actually, they helped me a lot too, because my sister always took me, I tagged along with her everywhere, so they really got to know me and knew our life and stuff like that. And my sister's a really generous person too. Like, she'd give the shirt off her back for someone, and that showed me that, you don't always have to be so guarded when it comes to people, just you can open up, and everyone doesn't have to like you. Yeah. That's a big thing. Everyone's not going to like you regardless. You don't like everyone. So it's just, but yeah.
Any staff or teachers that's helped you along the way here?
I feel like there's always been teachers that, notice if you're having a bad day or anything. I haven't really been the one to open up about things because, I don't know, when I was younger, I always felt like my problems were an inconvenience or there was already so much going on. I just didn't want to put the stress of me on top of, everything else. But Miss Corson has always been such a great teacher. I mean, from once I started, I had her first class in 8th grade. She's so kind, and she advocates for different cultures, which I do like because it just brings a different perspective than, we're not very diverse here at our school and in our town. So I don't know. It's just nice seeing and being shown different parts of the world and just how other people live and work. It's not like here. I mean, a lot of other places we're lucky to have what we have, and we're also unlucky in a lot of ways. But yeah, the world is definitely, it's not a great place, but it's not horrible. There are good people in the world, and surround yourself with those people definitely, because who's going to get you where you want to be?
What would you tell a newbie, whether it's a staff, whether it's a student that's come here from other places?
I think I would tell them, try to get to know everyone, which is scary because you're new and you just have that, a little bit of insecurity of just whatever it is. But put yourself out there. Don't set boundaries, but also be yourself again. And, just don't hide your personality, because if you do, and then when it comes out, people are kind of who is this? Because that's not who you are usually, but that is who you are to you. So, yeah, just be yourself. Don't be ashamed of things, but carry humility, because that's a big thing. But yeah, just take it slow, but also, just go with the flow of things.
Cool. Okay, let's have some fun. This one is the word association, as we do at the very end. So what I'm doing is I'll share one or two words. Just tell me the first thing that comes into mind. The first word I had in mind, pickles.
Well, let me see. Is it like a sandwich type of thing, or
anything pickles in general?
Well, I know you don't like them, so
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
No, well, maybe a little bit.
So, yeah, Mr. A hates pickles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, how about paintings?
I love to paint. That's paintings and the sky. I feel like that's...
Do you have any favorite artists?
I could not tell you a name at all right now, but there are a lot of, I like Van Gogh. I mean, that's a very common one. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Gifts.
I'm a big gift giver. I like to do that a lot. I feel like that's my love language. I like to show appreciation for people through things that they like and that I've listened to them, tell me and stuff like that. I feel like that shows like that you're listening to them and, stuff like that.
Okay. Work ethic.
I feel like try your best. I feel like that's the words that come to my mind because you're not always going to like your job, but you can always change it, and that's a big thing. But yeah, just try your best. Try to make work fun and positive, just because it helps everyone and your coworkers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How about hygiene?
Have good hygiene. That's a big thing to me. But yeah, I feel like just have good hygiene. I don't know.
Okay. Romantic movies.
I don't like romantic movies, to be honest. They're just not very true.
Okay.
Let's
flip the coin. How about horror movies?
I like horror movies, except when it's ghost stuff because I don't like ghosts. I don't know. Who knows? They could be real.
Okay. Action movies?
I like action movies, definitely. I like Marvel and stuff like that. I feel like that's action.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, yeah. Very much
Yeah.
an action movie. Rap music.
Love rap music. One of my favorite types of music.
Who's your favorite artist?
I have a bunch. I couldn't give you one, but I like older rap music, like Tupac, Wu-Tang Clan. I know there's some.
Dr. Dre and Ice Cube?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's flip the coin. Disco music.
Oh, I don't listen to that much disco music. Definitely not.
Okay. 80s rock.
I like 80s rock. I feel like that's my mom's type of music, definitely, so I grew up on listening to that kind of music.
Okay. How about soft music, like soft romantic songs?
Yeah. I like a few of them. I don't know. I feel like it's for the moment type of thing, not just like a everyday listen, Yeah. I like music a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, last question is, any final things you want to tell our listeners out there? Any final words?
Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to look for yourself in other people because you're not going to find it. You are who you are. We're all unique, and own it.
I love it. Thank you so much, Julia, for coming. I really have enjoyed having you.
Yeah, of course.
And that concludes this week's edition of Conversations with Mr. A. Just wanted to thank Julia for the wonderful interview. Great person. Really see a lot of great things in her future. It was definitely a pleasure to do the interview with her. Stay tuned for more episodes with Conversations with Mr. A. Thank you for listening.